Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, Taylor. That's complete to John Ross. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, it's Taylor. He sets to fire deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Second and 10 now, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Oh, wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Collins, and an alley to run. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a first down run with Collins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You don't want that? You don't want that? You don't want that? Hey. Got three. Three down.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
Mayfield to throw it this time. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point attempt here still to come. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's got room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
They go play action now. Taylor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And out come the Dolphins now. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Now Taylor under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Daniil Hunter. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. taken right around the 44. Well, it wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do?
Say goodbye to Braxton Miller. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement. Go back to the bench. No way.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Baker Mayfield, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front at the field general. The leader just falling behind him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 1st target, 1st catch, and a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Play action, it's Taylor. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this 1st half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action with Taylor. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Trent Murphy in there to get him for a loss of 5. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Taylor. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Collins. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second down, Mayfield. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
First down, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Trent Murphy in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Off play action. Taylor. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Taylor. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. A good pickup there at 22.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Hey. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Taylor will throw again. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Taylor. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Detroit! Detroit! Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Gotcha. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to Grant. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Taylor operating from the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And Ingram pulls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Taylor now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Taylor from the gun, he'll throw. Taylor hit, he lost the football, and the Dolphins have got it. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Jakeem Grant now to return. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit! We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Mayfield. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. It seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On second down, Taylor. And he will find his man on the outside. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Taylor now. Off play action. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Z. Ready. 319.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trent Murphy in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Slow. Ready. 319. Z. Under.
Operating from the gun. Taylor being chased out left. Going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Gun!
They go again with Collins. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Watch it now, Barney!
From from the gun. Mayfield. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. A first down throw for Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Mayfield now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Grant. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Third and long for Mayfield. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Marquette King now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. It's Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that takes us from second to third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Play action. Now Taylor. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play on third there for the Steelers. 55 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. Now Taylor on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw is Taylor. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
319.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Detroit!
On second down, Collins. And he stopped immediately there. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Detroit! Lucky 56.
To throw, Mayfield. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for Miami. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Taylor. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On second down, here's Taylor. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 28, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Detroit! So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Throwing right, and that's complete. 20, 10, 5. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter King to send it away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at about the 28. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Runs nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Taylor to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Taylor. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Eluding the pressure right. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or